Okay, let's go over the results of the shooting, or the ammo comparisons. So when I shot this, you'll see in the video, if you continue after this to watch the video, and I understand if you don't, but it's, I don't know. Anyway, it was windy, and so you can at least go take a look at the video and see how windy it was by the flags that you can definitely see. But this is a SK. We tested the Standard Plus, Pistol Match, and Rifle Match. This is a Lupul product. I assume they're a lower end product only because it's cheaper than their other stuff, which is the Center X, Act, and Midas Plus. I think it's Act X. Anyway, some of that ammo we're going to test probably next or in the near future. But these groups I'm happy with, especially based on the wind that I was shooting at. The Standard Plus, which is the least expensive, actually this is going up price, least expensive, next, at least what I paid for them. I think the Rifle Match I paid more than I should have, but I think the Standard Plus is somewhere around $7 a box of 50. And the groups here, 0.34 inch, 0.67, 0.59. This is a very impressive group, 0.34. It's pretty tight. Looks like to me 3 of the rounds were, actually it looks like that's probably 2 rounds, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's probably not the order that they were shot, but that's a pretty nice group. Then we've got, let's see here, so there's the rest of them. We've got the Pistol Match. You know, I realize we all have flyers, but this ammo typically, I mean, there's no flyers here. Such a tight group. I mean, that is 4 shots, and that's a 5th shot. If you want to see it, it's in the video, which will come after this. So, bummer point, but it is 0.63, which shows that it shot worse than the Standard Plus. But I'm telling you, this Pistol Match is better ammo. And these other 2 groups, coincidentally enough, are 0.44. This, I want to say, is about $7 a box of 50. And then the Rifle Match, I paid almost $10 a box. That, I think, is probably a little high. I don't know if it's because of the way ammo is right now, or just because, well, it's probably the way the ammo is right now. But decent groups, 0.58, 0.49, 0.58. Now, remember, this ammo testing is to see which ammo I think is best to shoot the ARA bench rest rifle, and it's a factory class. So let's take a look, because I did shoot those. A couple of things I do want to try to point out for you. I kind of accidentally looked at. But we're going to take these groups and put them over this target, which I don't think you're going to be able to see online or on the video. But this is basically, if I line this up with the bullseye, all this is within the 100 circle. So basically all that group is within this, assuming I was aiming for the center, because that's lined up with the center. This is, I think, my one miss, but still that's like a 25 pointer, which is not good. You don't want any of those if you can help it. And then this is, okay, all 100s. So even though it's pretty opened up here, shooting this target, if I aimed at the dot, which I call the target, that would have been full points. This guy right here, that would have been, actually, that would have been a 50 pointer. So even still, that's good. 50 points, you know, obviously 100's better, but let's take a look at this here. So anyway, I think all of these groups, except for that 50 and that, I think was a 25, would have got me full points. So all this SK is good to shoot on the RA match, I believe. Of course, as I actually shot, my total score was 1975. Okay, I left that there if you want to pause it and look at the actual targets, but let's go to the next one. The next one I shot was the pistol, and this is my a good round, 2,300. I like the groups that we had here, except of course that dude right there, and who knows, could have been a big gust of wind, could have been me, it could have been the bad round. But anyway, 2,300, I gotta say that's pretty darn respectable. 25 is the max score. And here's the rifle match target, 2075. Remember, you'll see if you continue on to watch the video. So basically, the video is me doing this now. Next would be the plate, and then shooting these. I think the video itself is 20-something minutes. Maybe it's 50 minutes. Anyway, you could obviously fast forward, not watch it, whatever you want to do. But I thought I'd share the results of this ammo. And like I said, I'm very happy with the SK pistol match. But either one of these done well would have given you a good score. Actually, anything over 2,000 is respectable. I'm shooting this as a $500 rifle, so there you go. Well, if you continue on, great. Thank you. Enjoy it. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them. Otherwise, please like us. Please subscribe. And go ahead and shoot that bell so you can get notified. Stay healthy and God bless. Okay, we're ammo testing SK Standard Plus. First target, top left. 5 round groups. As you can see, wind's pushing to the left. Okay, second 5 round group. Oh. Last target on the right, 5 round group. Okay, that was the SK. Okay, shooting the SK pistol match. First target, middle row. And as always, 5-round groups. Okay, middle target. Third target. Okay, that was the SK pistol match. Okay, we're going to be shooting the SK rifle match. First target, On the bottom left side, 5-round group. Second target. Last target on the right. Okay, that was the SK rifle match. Okay, we've got our ARA target up, shooting the SK Standard Plus. Do my sighters. See what I'm shooting at here. Holy smokes. I just aimed right at the dot. So this kind of reminds me, some people think a cold barrel doesn't make a difference. I think it does. Breeze is coming in good towards me. Well, here's the bad news. I just used all my ciders and I don't have any more rounds. I have enough just to finish this target. Oops. Well, let's do it. So unfortunately what that means is no more cider rounds. So one thing you might notice, if you've seen my other videos, I've moved the target to be horizontal. I've also leveled the target. Makes it much easier to slew, I'll use that word, over to the next target. So this way, I do have ciders, as you know, on the right and left that I could use during each row. I kind of had that challenge where I didn't use my ciders because I'd either have to move way to the top or way to the bottom to get to them. This way they're kind of conveniently in line. We're not using them today because I'm out of ammo. And here we go. So unfortunately, this is going to affect the score I think I could have had if I had more rounds to do the cider. So that's kind of a bummer. So I can tell you right now, I don't have 100% confidence where this round's going to end up when I pull the trigger. Which makes it hard for me to adjust for the wind. As you can see, is blowing now toward me, and if you look at the flags downrange, going to the left. Oddly enough, that last shot And this shot, I shot about the 9 o'clock on the target, just off the little dot. Okay. Which seemed to pay off, so I'll continue that and see how it goes. Ooh, almost went too far. Okay, I'm still keeping that 9 o'clock hold. Seem to be getting some consistency just off the dot. That actually landed right where I aimed. So that was probably the first shot in, well, 15 shots that aimed exactly where, or landed right where I aimed. So it just kind of gives you an idea between the ammo and the wind. Okay, kept that 9 o'clock thing, and that's where that bullet landed. Okay, that bullet landed right where I aimed. Okay, I got lucky on that one. Since that last target landed where I aimed on the bullseye, so I'm still at 100. If I aimed where I was previously, it would have been a 50. Wow, that one I aimed at the bullseye. That one I aimed right about the 10 o'clock on the bullseye. You know, 10 o'clock corner. Just trying to make sense of that. Okay, I aimed right on the dot. That's where we got. So I'll aim at 6 o'clock. Oh, that was about 6 o'clock, just kind of on the dot, and that's where it landed. So sometimes your adjustments don't help you, or hurt you, I guess. Or sometimes they do hurt you. Okay, that aimed really, or excuse me, that landed right where I aimed. Oh, so I aimed at the bullseye, and that's where I got it. Okay, there we go. That's the SK Standard Plus. Okay, here we go with the SK pistol match. Start with our sighter. Okay, that was the bullseye. See if we can do that again. Hopefully the rest continues. The wind did change on me a little bit on that shot, but let's see the end result. Okay, that was the first target. I'm not sure why that last one flew up on me, but I aimed low. But that last shot aimed where I aimed, or excuse me, ended up where I aimed. So we'll aim the bullseye again. I'm not going to do mother bird sliders because I feel like it's landing where I'm expecting it to. Yep, as I said. Okay, wind's blowing toward me right now and to the left. See if I can wait it out a minute.
Here's a paper, Joe, if you want to wrap up. That's part of the
Yeah, I think it's quieted down a little bit. You know what? Let's do this. This is my cider. That's what it's there for, right? Oh, I thought that landed way off. Although it is off. By the way, that last shot I aimed 3 o'clock, or the one before this, 3 o'clock, landed 3 o'clock. This one I aimed on the bullseye and it landed, as you can see there, just in the 100. That one I aimed 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock where? I don't know, somewhere. Thinking of too many things at a time here. Oh, that was my cider. Bullseye. This is where I usually try to run through the target. See if I can have the same conditions in the same shot, you know what I mean? Okay, that one I felt the wind change toward me, but still a good target. Okay, wind's still blowing toward me a little harder now. Let's do a cider. Oop. Never want to hear that. Okay. Wind blowing toward me and to the left. Aim at the bullseye, hit the bullseye. Let's go back and try to nail those 2 targets. Awesome. Okay. Let's fill up my magazine.
I'll get a target on it. I'm going to actually put 2 up. So we got 1 more to wrap.
Let's do some more ciders. So one of the things I haven't figured out yet is how to keep track of my round counts if I do these ciders on the side. I have 10 round magazines, and of course depending on how many ciders I do, that will depend on, you know, when I need to remember to change the mag. Okay, I'm going to shoot at 5 o'clock on this next target based on those cider rounds. Ooh, that might be a 50. I feel like I did rush it a little bit. Trying to rush a little bit. These guys are going to want to take the range cold pretty soon. And just to make everything easy, it'd be great if I can finish this target before they do so. Okay. One more row. Down. Do a cider. Change mag, just so we don't run out of ammo. Huh. Okay. still feel myself rushing. I'm going to aim on the dot, 12 o'clock. Just touching the dot, I guess it paid off. So, do 1 o'clock, just touching the dot. 12 o'clock, just touching the target. Oh, that's not good. I'm going to shoot at bullseye. Okay. Last shot will do bullseye. And I'll take a break. Yeah, I did feel the wind change on me, but paid off. That was the SK pistol match. Okay, ARA target with SK rifle match. Start with our ciders as usual. Huh. I have no idea why those are shooting so far to the right, but I'm going to get a couple more down and see what happens. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm telling you, this whole getting the barrel warmed up a little bit, there's something to that. Okay, that's 5 rounds, so I'm going to go ahead and go for it.
Are you shooting at my target? Yeah, I'm shooting at yours.
Ooh. I shot that at 6 o'clock, just touching the target. Of course, I did feel the wind just coming toward me. I don't think that explains why it went to the left, but whatever. Change of wind, I guess is my point there.
So I don't know if I have an AI sight tool.
Okay, I aimed about 5 o'clock there, just off the target.
On the white paper or the white? No, they're on, you can see it on the paper.
Okay, it was 3 o'clock, so it aimed, hit just lower than I kind of expected. I mean, just lower. Okay. And I aimed at 3 o'clock again there, just touching the dot. That might not be 100 points. Okay, wind's changing. Let's take a cider. That's what they're for. Okay. May have saved myself 50 points there.
So I went up 4 minutes. It's going to go a little higher now.
You gotta start counting those rounds or something. Oh wow. Okay, I aimed about 1 o'clock touching the target there. Okay, aimed 3 o'clock just off the target. Let's see if I can do that one more time to finish this target. Wow, okay. Looks like my hard work paid off.
That's the exact spot.
Right? I mean, I could have had a 50 pointer right then, but patient in my sighters, got 100 points.
Good. Oh, that's a good group. Okay. So
Okay.
let me go 4 more. So you thought that 4 would have been high, huh? No, I'm moving it up. No, I know. This will go a little high. Yeah. You mean higher than the high?
Lost track of count, my round count. Gosh darn it.
I clicked up. I'm moving up. So I get it. But when you said this one was high,
Should have done more sighters, huh?
I thought I wanted to get. I didn't know how many clicks I was going to need, so I went up gradual. I went up 4 clicks.
So you know what? Let's take my own advice and do some more sighters. Okay. Let's fill this magazine. Well, the wind's not behaving with me, for me, or whatever. Okay. Do another sighter here. Wind seems to have calmed down, at least not blowing at me. Okay. See if we can knock out this round. The wind's doing what we want it to do.
Should have went up. That's interesting. First one was way right. Not way right. That was me pulling.
Okay, so I aimed at 5 o'clock, just touching the target there. Aimed at 5 o'clock, just off the target. Okay, the wind's kind of doing its thing. Let's see where we're going to hit. When I say the wind's doing its thing, it's blowing at me. Of course, you can see the flags otherwise. Okay, I'm going to aim at 3 o'clock. That was just touching the 3 o'clock, just touching the bullseye. Same hold off there, but I seem to be rushing it. Okay, that actually landed about where I aimed. Oh, all right. I aimed that, well, a little bit more on the bullseye that shot. Okay, that one I aimed. Oops. I aimed off.
The first and third shot was.
I aimed off the.
Then it was right. Okay, yeah, I went left. I wanted to move left.
I aimed off
The third one
at 3 o'clock.
was right over the target. Okay. Yeah, that's just me looking around. But we're in the orange, so we're in the orange. Okay. So I'm going to fold this backup iron sight down.
Let's get some more rounds out. That's part of the bummer, I guess. When it's windy, you go through more rounds.
I want you, Joe, I need you to actually mount the scope and tell me where it actually feels comfortable to you. So we need to figure out where it's a non-magnifier, so it shouldn't matter where it sits. But
Okay.
you want it to be
What do we have? 1 or 2 rows left? 2 rows, okay.
like in a spot where you'll remember to put it every single time when you take it off.
Alright. Now, I always go just have it, and maybe I'll start learning to kind of zigzag. Actually, maybe I have zigzagged in the past, so let's zigzag now. So I'm going to do my siders on the right side, and then work my way to the left. Seems like that'd be the smart way to go. Okay, I aimed right on the bullseye because I didn't really feel any wind, although I see winds pulling to the left. Oh, now I feel wind coming toward me. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's ever so lightly. I mean, okay, I'm going to shoot around 5 o'clock with what's going on there. Okay, that was 5 o'clock just off the target. Let's go in and do the same. Oh, I don't know why, but that went off before I expected. Okay, that was 5 o'clock touching the target. Ooh, I hope that's 100, but that was 5 o'clock, kind of in the target, in the bullseye. Oh, bummer. That was at 3 o'clock, just in the bullseye. We're just at the bullseye. Let's see, what do we want to do? Change magazines. I will say the one thing with these Tikka magazines, it's kind of hard to get the rounds out of the magazine. Okay, I feel the wind coming toward me, and of course it's still going to the left.
This is basically the old M190.
Okay, well, let's do this thing on the last row.
This is the best 55 grain ammo you can buy.
That was, well, for whatever reason, I aimed just at the 6 o'clock off the target, or on the target. And of course I'm at bullseye. That pretty much landed where I aimed. Oh. I don't know if that other bigger gun made me flinch a little or what, but whatever. I will say I am going faster than I would if I was shooting a competition. That shot was 3 o'clock just off the target, so let's finish off hitting the target and hopefully finish strong. I mean, aiming at the target, bullseye. Okay. It's nice to finish with 100. This is the SK rifle match. Thanks for watching.